Today I'll be demonstrating how to install a light switch. What's going on? Welcome to today's video. My name's Colton. Today I'm going to be demonstrating how to install or replace a current light switch that you may have. Now the reason why this light switch needs to be replaced is I went to try to turn on the fan in my bedroom and it didn't work, kind of. There was some buzzing, but then you push the light switch up a little bit more, just give it more pressure, and it would work. So it was shorting out somewhere. It's not a good thing. So I knew this job would be very simple and very easy, and I wanted to share it with you. The tools you'll need for this project is your new light switch, some wire strippers, and some sort of screwdriver or screwdriver set. I have a precision set as well as a regular screwdriver. Now the time that it took me to complete this project was probably about 10 minutes, so let's get started.
Anytime I tried to use this switch to turn on the fan wouldn't actually work, but you could hear the electricity, so I knew something was wrong and it needed to be replaced. Remove the light switch cover and you're going to see a whole bunch of stuff behind here. This light switch on the right is the one that we're going to replace, and this is the easiest type of switch to replace because it's a single pole type of switch. There may be a double pole, there may be a three-way, or any other type of switch. There's a ton out there. Go to your breaker box and make sure you don't have any power to this by turning off the breaker that supplies the power to the specific light switch that you're going to work on. Go back to your light switch and you're going to unscrew the two screws that are holding this switch in the power box. After those screws are loosened, go ahead and try to pull out the light switch from the box because you're going to need the room in order to work on removing these cables from this actual switch. You may see a couple ways on how the wires are connected to the actual light switch. I'm going to go through two different kinds. The top wire is actually wrapped around the screw and then tightened down. You may also see where the wire is just inserted in the back of the switch. Both methods are fine, one's just easier to remove. The top wire, I just loosen the screw and then you're able just to take it off. Also be sure that you don't forget about the ground wire that you're going to have to loosen and also remove this wire. For the wire that's just inserted into the light switch, there is a method that you can take something in the switch and loosen out the cable. I find that that's a lot harder, so I just clip the wire and then I strip it off later, and then it just makes it all easier. If you do decide to do this method, make sure one, you have enough wire to play with in order to strip off more wire covering in order to expose that, and also you have wire strippers. Take your new light switch and you're going to attach the ground. The ground wire is the fully exposed copper wire and you're going to attach that to the green bolt on that one side. Make sure your ground wire is securely looped around this bolt and this bolt is also tightened as much as possible without stripping it. Now when you're inserting the other wires, I tried to make sure that I differentiated the top wire that I removed from the top one and the bottom wire stays on the bottom. You should see these little holes on the back of your switch, and just take the wires and slip those in there. It will go in probably about a ½ inch. And if you don't have these holes on the back of your switch, go ahead and loop them around the screw, make sure they're tight, and fasten those down. Next, you're going to take the screws that you previously loosened and tighten these all back up, fastening the light switch to the power box. Head back over to your power box and make sure that you supply the power once again to this light switch by flipping on the breaker. For this demonstration, I wanted to turn off the light switch to then turn it back on. Replace the light switch cover plate, tighten down the screws, test it out, and you're good to go.
Thank you so much for checking out today's video. If you liked what you just watched, consider subscribing and also give it a thumbs up. Share it with your friends or anyone else that may benefit from looking at this video in order for them to learn how to replace a light switch that's so easy. Again, if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please do so down below, and I'll see you next time.